Hello, I'm Kim Schranz from howtowrite.org, and I'm here to talk to you more about hierarchies and connectors. We've already had a brief video about introducing hierarchies and connectors writing technique, and this describes the writing technique in a little bit more detail. So in the first video, the brief video, we looked at the word consequently and tied two sentences together using it. A driver using a cell phone is 4 times as likely to be in an accident. Consequently, many countries ban the use of cell phones behind the wheel. So let's look a little bit more at these connectors. Some connectors are equal in focus, and also, in addition, and besides. So, and also in addition show parallelism, and besides, and furthermore, they also show parallelism, but with a bit of offset or a bit of focus. So you can view satellite imagery, elevations, and roads. There you go. That's parallelism. You can view satellite imagery, elevation, as well as roads. Well, just stay away from, avoid, as well as it defocuses the reader, unless you have a good reason for using it. The conference has useful topics, and we should book now, aren't really parallel. So the conference has useful topics, and we should book now. They're not really two parallel parts of a sentence. So just the conference has useful topics, full stop, we should book now. So you still use a full stop. You don't avoid it, you don't stop using it just because we're learning about hierarchies and connectors. So there's also connectors that are not equal in focus. For example, more importantly and least of all. More importantly shows a comparison and a hierarchy, and it focuses the reader on the more important information. So you're actually helping to guide the reader, which is what this writing technique is all about. For example, our internal translators, and more importantly our readers, must be able to read our documentation. As opposed to our internal translators and our readers must be able to read our documentation, which doesn't really make the point at all. And some connectors move along focus, before, after, finally, or then. So they show, and subsequently, show sequencing. So first shut down the computer, then unplug the power cable, and finally lift off the metal casing. That helps to move the sentence along if you're writing your particular series of events in actions in a sentence, as opposed to a numbered list or something. Shut down the computer, unplug the power cable, and lift off the metal casing. Well, that just, the last one on the slide here doesn't really have the same ring. It doesn't quite move you along. And moving along the eye is important in writing. So how can you add connectors? So look for parallels, where you can use connectors like and, also, in addition, and besides. You can look for comparisons and hierarchies between your sentences. Let's say you have a bunch of short sentences and you're looking how to tie some things together. So you could look at more importantly and least of all as connectors. You can look for sequencing. Before, after, first, second, finally, and then. And the final word is don't overdo. Keep using a simple full stop. For example, the conference has useful topics, book now. And that's our more detailed description of hierarchies and connectors. I'm Kim Schranz for howtowrite.org. And if you'd like to see more videos on writing techniques, just go to our website, how-to-write.org. Thank you.